Can you show proof for only one God? Why only one? Big Shama, my friend, I don't care really if the God is 1 or 2 or 5 or 7. That is not really will make any difference. Show you a proof about what? If there is somebody believe in 7 gods, 10 gods, 20 gods, and they all exist, then he's right and you are wrong. So when people like Muslims, they focus too much about the number, like one God, we believe in one God, and he think when he says such a word, like he is a supreme, he is strong in the position. For me, it is laughable, because it doesn't matter really if it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever. If they are exist, they are exist. Can I change the number? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? We don't accept God because he's 1. What if he's 7? What if there's a million God? We don't have a choice to, they are God. The question is, are they true or not? And I think our friend here is a Hindu. So this is not the challenge for any one of us, because who care about the number? Numbers doesn't make you better, less or more. God have a qualification, and his first qualification is his ability. So if you can bring me a million God, and they can create universe like this, and they can create humans and animals and trees, well, they are God then. So the challenge a human being he face is not about the numbers of God. Like you as a Hindu, as I heard Sadhguru, he said that Hindus, they believe they have a 35 million God. 35 million. The number for me is weird. And like, why they stop with number 35? But you can say the same, why you stop number 1? But it's not really the number. What will make the God of Hinduism is false. It is the belief itself. Like you have a temple for rats, you have things doesn't make sense, like in reincarnation, the good person, if you are a bad person, you will come as a bad animal. There's a bad animal and good animal. Animal is an animal. And then we find that there is Hindus, they worship gods who they are rats. A god become a rat. I thought if you have a good karma, you will turn to be a better creature. So how God become a rat? So when we reject Hinduism, we don't reject it because of the 35 million God, but we reject it because nothing makes sense there. The vegetarian, the vegetation, and etc. Like, do you know that even plants are not vegetarian? Do you know that? Even plants, they eat beef. If you don't believe me, get some meat and bury it under your tomato, and you will see how the tomato will go crazy, how the plant will flourish. So Hinduism is a philosophy, is not really anything except philosophy, and philosophy with no logic. Islam is, on the other hand, I believe it took a lot of things from the Hindus. As an example, a Hindu person, he believes in a bad karma and a good karma, correct? Is that correct? Okay. If a person, he is a, he have a bad karma in life, karma mean action. He will come in the coming life as lower creature. Lower creature. If he is a person have a good karma, he will come in a better creature. Muhammad adopted the same teaching of the Hindus. Muhammad believed in reincarnation of a human being from human to animals and from animals to human. Look what Muhammad said. This hadith, we cannot find it in English. Let us find. Let us try to find it in different form. According to Muhammad, let us see. Here we go. According to Muhammad, a person who is a martyr for Allah, he will come back in the heaven. He will live again in the heaven, and he will, his soul will be given the body of a green bird, and those green birds will be living, hanging themselves in the chandelier, and this chandelier is hanged on the throne of Allah. Do you see it? So here you ask yourself, who is the Hindu? The Hindu or Muhammad? Do you see it? Those who they are killed, they are murdered for the sake of Allah. Allah, he will put their spirit in a corpse of a green bird. What they call those green birds in India? Parrot? Oh, this is Hinduism. People, isn't this is Hinduism? And now supposedly Allah is spoiling them, and he made them a green bird. But look what happened. How this guy, he promised them 1,000 times that you will have and you will F millions of women. How he is a bird and there is women waiting for him. Do you see the stupidity? How you promise them that there is a lot of women waiting for you to sleep with them, and then you go to heaven, you find yourself a green bird. How you will sleep with those women? You will use your beak? Kukuruku? So to our friends here who is the Hindu, I say to you, Muhammad obviously is copying from your belief many things, and the proof is right in front of our face. This person, he have a very good action. He died for the sake of Allah. He was getting some Christians, some Jews, and now Allah is going to reward him. Time for the payment. How Allah will reward the Muslim guy who died for his sake? Allah will make him a green bird. Happy ending. And the funny, it says a green bird, maybe a chicken. Not necessarily this. Maybe it's a chicken. It can be a chicken is green. It says a green bird. He didn't say what kind of bird. And what this guy will be hanging under the throne of Allah, he will say takbir, 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 hummus, shish kebab, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.